Alright, so remote on, truck on. Now the other thing that you have to keep in mind, now I've had this truck obviously, you know, pretty much since it came out. So, what the heck was that? What's going on my GoPro? Alright, so we're trying this again. You can see I actually got the other GoPro on my head now because the battery on the other one died. That's the negative about when you're recording at those higher frame rates, it literally just eats the battery. So we're at 90 frames per second. It's not going to be as epic, but we got the HoBao Hyper MT+2 on this backyard track. This backyard track is not big enough for a truck this size, but let's just rip it anyway. Now, this is not a truck that turns either. It's kind of it's a bruiser. That's the biggest thing about this truck. So if you're expecting to get a truck that turns, don't get this one. This thing is amazing on an open course, like wide open. So we'll give it a nice little rip. We'll do my thing where I'm 10 miles away. With this thing, at least you can see the truck coming. Oh! Oh yeah! Oh, it got hung up too. See that? That's fine. Give it another rip. So this truck just, hey, you know what? That's actually kind of a cool picture. Snap. It's, how do I explain it? It is not a truck that's for a finicky person, or not a truck for the, what do they call it? For the faint at heart. It is going to make you work to drive it, but that's what I like about this truck. It's a rat rod. Because it is going to crash through everything. And it is probably, hopefully, going to get out of there. Almost. Hit the tree hugger. Oh. It's also going to be able to get out of its little issue areas. Oh! Maybe that tree is actually a good thing to have. it takes it's a driver truck, meaning you got to know how to drive. In order to drive this thing. It's not a joke truck, man. But it's also not, it's not a truck that's going to drive itself. You know? It's going to just go through stuff. Oh! It's going to hit trees and be okay. Not all the time, though. See, look at that. Look at that for a landing. Not too bad. Take another picture. Another sweet landing. It might even be able to get out of this, you know that? No. Too caught. So it'll handle that jump, meaning it handles it. So it doesn't matter which way it goes, it handles the jump. So it's a truck that I have, how do I say it? Not no fear, but I have less fear driving this truck in a sense. Parts are cheap and it takes the abuse. See that? That looks like another picture moment. It's picture moment day with the HoBao beast. See, with this thing, it's almost as if you can kind of just, you know how they say, like, when you pick a line? This thing kind of like, this thing picks the line. You just try to control maybe where it's going to go. But that's not everybody's, what they call it, that's not everybody's cup of tea. Some people want a vehicle that they don't have to drive. But this thing, no problem. Actually, it should be able to self-right itself. See, this thing just eats the terrain. It's one of those vehicles that you have to learn how it drives or how it wants to drive. There's a lot involved in turning of this truck. It is not a track vehicle. It's just an all-out just bruiser. It's basically just like, I don't know, just taking a supercharger and just putting it in any rat rod truck and just pointing it and trying to control it. And that's kind of one of the things that I like about it. I like the fact that this truck, I just said it before, it takes some getting used to actually control this thing. So you see what I'm kind of saying? It's even like rips out branches. I think we got one of our lights is out, but it's probably just a wire. But it's just a beast. Now, you see every other car that goes off of that jump, it actually jumps it. This thing just kind of like, it absorbs it. See, it's one of those ones that if you want to just get out there and thrash, if you want a truck to just beat up, it takes the beatings. I'm not saying it's indestructible, because that's definitely not the case, because you know that I've broken this thing. Oh, looks like we lost some body pins. I think we lost some body pins. Did we lose body pins or we snapped stuff? Yeah, we pulled body pins through and we lost the body pins, so no big deal. This thing has been known to lose body pins before. But it's literally, but that's what it does. That's what it is. I think we We bend something? Bend a shock? Something's going on here. Might have bent a shock shaft. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out. It is possible, but yeah, we did. So we bent a shock shaft. Anyways, and even in that, you just don't get it. If you don't get it, I don't know how to explain it to you. But this is just a truck that gives it a different experience. I am kind of abusing it in this minor or in this small, like, little track area. It is not designed for something that's tight like this. It's literally designed for just massive amounts of just open, full-on ripping it and crashing it. And yes, you hit just so many trees and eventually something's just gonna give. But still, we could probably take that thing out, take a picture. We could probably just take that thing out, the shock, and I don't know, who knows? Maybe we can straighten it. I want to tell you that, all right, so to say I don't care about the truck, that's not it. So the sentence that I'm going to say, this truck, I just don't care. It's the bruiser. It's the beast. It's the animal. It's like, it's my abusive truck. So anyways, if you like content like this, like we always say, you know what to do. Thanks for watching this episode from RC Guy Garage. And just get out there and take another picture. Rip it. Come on. Stop messing with me. Almost seems like it's close. What do we have in this box here?